Hi, I'm Alex Nantes. I grew up in New York City in the 80s, a place where survival and street smarts mattered more than direction. My teenage years were filled with crazy experiences and mistakes. I used to graffiti the train stations, have beef with neighborhood crews, had one-on-one street fights, been at nightclubs, breaking night, and barely even getting by school. By sophomore year, I was kicked out and forced to start all over again at a different high school. At that time, it felt like I was a failure. Now I know it was just preparation. Everything changed my senior year of high school when I met these two Marine Corps recruiters. They didn't promise me an easy road, but they offered me a way out, a chance to leave the mean streets of New York City behind and step into the unknown. I knew if I stayed, I'd probably be going down a very, very bad path. So I chose change. Before I was shipped out, I watched Full Metal Jacket, trying to understand what I was walking into. I didn't realize then that fear was part of the process. And as Joseph Campbell once said, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. The Marine Corps became my mentor. It pushed me mentally and physically beyond anything I had known. I learned discipline, self-motivation, adaptability, and how to think under pressure. I learned to lead, not to follow, to work smarter, not harder. And in just 4 years, I rose to the rank of sergeant. Some of the hardest moments came serving in the United States Marine Corps. I had funeral detail, carrying coffins, guarding open caskets, and performing 21 gun salutes. Those moments taught me respect, responsibility, and the true weight of leadership. The reward wasn't just medals or commendations, it was confidence, purpose, and a belief in myself. And after 6 years in the Marines, I faced another unknown, the transition to civilian life. Once again, I had to start all over. I found my way to Wall Street, trading a uniform for suit and tie. The traits that the Marine Corps gave me were discipline, resilience, leadership, which set me apart, and respect for my peers. And along the way, I got into investing in real estate, and by the time I was 28, I owned several properties, and my rentals led me to travel to more than 18 countries in Europe. I discovered a new passion, which was real estate, and actually building something of my own. But those times really didn't last long. I rode the wave until the real estate market crash of 2008, which caused me to lose almost all my properties through short sales and foreclosures. It was a huge setback, and I had to start all over again. But those battle scars just made me stronger, wiser, and then humbled me along the way. I held my head up high and moved forward. I knew I couldn't change the past. So eventually, I was able to recover, bought and sold a few more properties again. My determination and traits from the Marine Corps shaped me to become a successful real estate broker in New York and in Florida. And my biggest accomplishment was becoming a father to two amazing sons. But I never forget where I came from. Because the streets of New York City didn't define me, my choices did.